Welcome to the Game of the Week on CBS, folks. Week 1 of this Madden Round Robin tournament, and we have already had some thrillers today, including the lowest scoring regular season game not in prime time, with Tampa only winning by 3 to start their season at 1-0 with quarterback Jameis Winston. The Chargers and Packers game is just wrapping up over in Lambeau Field, and obviously tonight on NBC and Sunday Night Football, you're going to get a Super Bowl classic, the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. Today, football makes a glorious return. The Rams make a return back home to face Pittsburgh under the bright LA skies. A little past 5 o'clock here on the East. 2 o'clock locally here in LA. And a lot of hype riding the first overall pick, Jared Goff, who initially remained a backup out in St. Louis before his return to LA. As we go to the Memorial Coliseum right now, as we are live at Rams Stadium, as the LA Rams make a return home to the roar of LA's faithful. It is a gorgeous day here in Los Angeles. Temperature readings reaching close to 80 degrees. As you see Jared Goff on the sidelines looking on, talking to his coach, Tomlin, pumping up his killer bees. As Chris Boswell getting ready to kick this one off today. The Rams will be returning, as it looks like number 23 could think that's Marcus Joyner. Cunningham will be returning. As there's a flag already, possibly on the receiving end. As it's a first down already to start the first drive of first overall pick, Jared Goff. You see the replay right here. I mean, you just can't do that. I mean, you're trying to protect your punt return to return that punt, but just mental error, a lot of hype. And Jared Goff, the first-round prospect, ready to take a snap against a tough team, and he gives it to Gurley, who gets a strong burst of yardage, gain of 7 on the play. Gurley's been with them since St. Louis, so that's some extra components there. As you see the Steelers in a dime formate, 4-3 dime, as Goff is going to hand it again to Gurley for the first down. It looks like Shazier was going on the stop. Here today. And it's pretty impressive. I know it's the start of the game, but to see Goff just grinding it, using his back to grind it out, is we're going to see his first pass play against this Pittsburgh defense, and tosses it to a wide-open Kendricks for the first down.
Good throw, receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
Smart move by Kendricks.
First and 10.
First down and 10 from the Rams 49. Goff, Gurley, left side. Gain of about 4 on the play. He was brought down by Jones that time, not Julio Jones for the Falcons. I mean, you could because, he's right there. Second and 6. Goff comes back. Fires it right to Kendricks for a nice pass. Moving that. He's using what he learned in college against a tough Pittsburgh defense. And for a rookie to come to a new team, heck, even a new city, to do what he's doing so far today, that's impressive in my eyes. Great bullet pass to Kendricks, who so far seems to be his favorite target. So
after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Rams hands it off to Goff, wide open, but the Steelers crunched Gurley right there.
The defense did a good job continuing to run there.
Moats was there on the stop.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Goff, Gurley, left side, right up the middle, and he's trying to scramble, but he gets stuck at the 12. So far, their offense is humming pretty good, like a well-oiled machine, and it seems like Tomlin's got the Steelers in man. Man coverage, it seems like, because they don't normally give up those big running plays that they usually do. William Gay there. He's one of the defensive stalwarts of the Steelers. See him on the right side, moving up. Goff takes a snap, fires. Mason gets to about the 3.
The offense is in a spot now where there's no need to think small. 3-point shouldn't even be in the thought process. It is a touchdown or nothing at this stage.
Smart moves by Mr. Gurley so far and Jared Goff.
Short yardage defense, couple extra.
Second down and 1 at the 3. Goff to Mason, right side. Touchdown, Rams.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
And now for the point after.
Keenum, place kicker. Zerline turns 6 into 7. Great start to today's game here for Los Angeles as we get the elder statesman of this game, Ben Roethlisberger. He's getting ready to start things up here. Kicks it up, and it looks like Toussaint takes it out. And out comes the elder statesman, self-proclaimed leader of men from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger. Drafted in 2004, and not many quarterbacks can take a team from 6-10 and utter crap the previous year to a championship game their first year. Not many quarterbacks also hand the ball to the running back and get a gain of 1. Who knows, maybe Le'Veon Bell's holding out for money.
On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense
yes, the diva.
Without a doubt, a
Part of me wants the Rams to knock him on his face repeatedly, but part of me has to be unbiased as Le'Veon Bell tries to run but gets thrown to the ground pretty much right there for about a game 3 or 4 maybe. You see the Rams secondary on your screen. Just a reminder that today's game here in Los Angeles is brought to you in high definition by ONN. ONN makes some good HD and 4K TVs. As Roethlisberger fires, Williams does not get the third.
Just before the first down marker. Brandon, that's a good job by the defense. They gave up a completion, but they got the stop short of the first down marker.
Smart move there by Williams, and Gaines brought him down, and so is LaMarcus Joyner. So the return man, the Rams getting ready here in the backfield. See what Pittsburgh's going to do. Barry puts it up. Austin takes it out. Tries to find a seam. Gets tripped up, bounces, comes to rest at about the 49. And back out comes the Cal Bear himself, Jared Goff. I mean, a lot of notable quarterbacks have come from University of California, notably Aaron Rodgers, and look where he's at. And you got the catch, but however, there is a flag, so most likely it's probably either holding on to the Rams. Yep. Tavon Austin. So it's going to be first down and 4. As they're back to the huddle right now, 35 seconds left in the quarter.
And on first down.
Goff, Gurley, stop. 2nd and 1.
And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver and Brett can set the tone here in this one.
And you see the Rams offense, which worked like a pretty well-oiled machine in the last drive, get a touchdown. I mean, using guys like Mason, Todd Gurley, Tavon Austin, and Kendricks, pretty much all in unison. And that's the only reason Rams are up 7-0 is first quarter is ended here in LA as Rams hold a 7-0 lead over Pittsburgh. Those of you who are just tuning in from the Tampa Bay-Houston game, you guys missed a pretty good game between it was called by Gus Johnson and Randy Cross. As we're back out here at the second quarter here in Los Angeles, as it is a pretty low-scoring game between the two teams, 7-0 Rams in LA. You're going to see the blue and whites return in about a couple weeks or so.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down.
Is 1 yard left. Harkey tries to move in motion. Goff, Gurley gets no gain there. Say if you like throwbacks and you like the Rams, they're going to be returning in Week 4 against the Denver Broncos. The blue and whites that were obviously used in the surprise run in Super Bowl 34 with Kurt Warner as Goff goes play action, launches it deep, and it's picked off in the end zone. He gets stripped, knocked down for a touchback. That was just a huge overthrow by Jared Goff. You see Cockrell is able to jump up and plain and simple pick it off.
the two tight end look.
So Roethlisberger sets up to the 20, hands it to Bell, continues to bounce through, gets a gain of about 6.
For the offense.
Brandon, that's a body blow type of a run. The type of run that if you keep getting them and accumulating them throughout the game.
Rams so far have allowed 3 passing yards, 12 rushing yards.
Second down and 4. Shotgun formation.
Roethlisberger to... Wow, he overthrew that big time. Incomplete. It was Marcus Wheaton that was the intended receiver. Robert Ayers was there to break it up.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation.
3rd down and 4 as Roethlisberger drops back, tries to look for a man. Over the middle, incomplete. And he overthrew his most favorite person in the world.
So good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play
And
down.
the Steelers punting unit is back out on the field again. If you remember back to last time they played on Madden NFL 17, they were shut out by the Seahawks, 6-0 back in February, and were narrowly held off by the Broncos in their own house, 21-14, that brought the Broncos to the championship series. When we get closer in the tournament, we will get a better idea on who's going to be what and how the championship's going to work, but most likely the format will be fairly similar to how the real NFL playoffs work. You know, the whole, this best teams from each conference plus 2 wild cards, and 2 teams will get a bye. Will be in separate brackets. You can keep track of both of those. So far, obviously, early predictions, each division. 2 teams from each, so obviously AFC West, you got the Chargers who were 4-12 in 2016. So and the Broncos the only other team. So Broncos are going to be winner of the West. Patriots, you got to include them in your playoff bracket. If you don't, you're high. The North, you have the Steelers and Bengals. They face off in the opening game in Week 8. That's going to be an entertaining game to watch. So, obviously, pointing to the Steelers and the AFC South, which we have the Colts and Texans, that game looks to be quite the crapshoot as well. That whole mess, because both teams are equally good, but if I really had to pick, probably the Colts taking South. So my wild cards, my prediction, first wild card would probably be Houston, and the second one most likely will probably be the Chargers. Goff goes back to the game. Goff back. Kendricks wide open. End zone 10. Touchdown LA. They're getting burned right now. It's like the Steelers' defense isn't even showing up. Look at this.
You knew that they had the quick strike ability they showed.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the blitz.
So 6 in the books, he'll try to make it 7 with his point after.
Keenum, place kicker. Rams up 14-0. Freaking Rams over Pittsburgh. How about this? New team, new city. You're up 14-0 against one of the NFL's best. That's some kicking stuff. Marcus Wheaton back deep to return towards the south end zone. Zerline kicks it off. Toussaint will be returning. Wheaton throws the block, and Toussaint stops right there. So as you look at game trends so far in this half, Pittsburgh's got a total of 27, and Rams are just killing them right now as Bell gets stifled yet again here. And how fitting. The next game for Pittsburgh is against their pseudo-rival, the Patriots, on Sunday Night Football. So if you're a Patriots fan, these first 2 weeks are going to be money for you. 2 straight Sunday Night Football teams against foes your team has faced in the playoffs. Roethlisberger with the pitch, left side.
Not much daylight there. Whatever was there snuffed out quickly.
Game
It's a
2.
fine job by the defense, limiting the offense and putting them in a tougher situation.
Mm-hmm.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Roethlisberger. Bell trying to go over the middle. And overthrew that one big time. Roethlisberger, 25% completion. Very unusual.
Hard to believe that much time to survey the field. And
Start of the freaking game. Second, I can see it, but this early, wow. Steelers are not looking too good right now. Barry picks it up. Tavon Austin gets pretty much slammed right at the 37 by number 25. Couldn't see who his name was.
On that play, it was just well covered.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Goff
Drop.
drops, incomplete.
And it drops down.
2nd and 10.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
2nd down and 10.
So 2nd and 10 here. The snap from the gun.
Goff, snap. Tavon Austin wide open, breaks free. Wow, what a clinic LA is putting on Pittsburgh right now. That's a clinic right there, 20-0.
It makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Wow. 20-0 right now. LA, second half. I mean, Pittsburgh can come back. They have the tools, but yikes. Zerline getting ready to kick it off to Pittsburgh. They'll hopefully not have another butcher drive. As he kicks it off, Wheaton will take it out from the 1 down to the 20. Tries to make some room. He is down at the 24. We've finally hit the 2-minute warning here today in LA.
And on 1st down.
Roethlisberger takes the snap, trying to look. He's moving around in the pocket, tries to scramble, but incomplete there.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary.
Not even that. Roethlisberger is looking like third-grade trash right now. Third-grade trash over here. Roethlisberger waits, takes a snap, gets bum rushed here, hit as he throws. Bell wide open, first down. That's what they needed. Try to finally kickstart that offense.
Granted, it was a pass play, but after the catch, the running back reverted to form, used his skills to turn it into a much longer game.
That's definitely what they needed there. Nice spin, stops. There he goes. Minute 46 and a half today here in LA. Roethlisberger takes off. Bell to the left, fires it deep. Overthrew that. Big time. Incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands,
It's like Hayward Babe was there on the catch. Back to the line, 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger, play action to Green. Green gets the first. And they're going no huddle. Trying to get some form of points here on the half for Pittsburgh. Or any form of scoring because Rams are up 21-0. Roethlisberger launches. Incomplete. And on the ground, off in the distance in the Rams end zone, you can literally see Antonio Brown on the ground pounding his hands and feet like a little crybaby. And just like before, third quarter, I will take my commentary away and turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Snap comes back out of the
Roethlisberger takes it. Bell. It's in, smothered right there.
I know the goal is to pick up the yards you want for a first down, but sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, even if it doesn't result in that.
Great completion for Le'Veon. Here. So he got brought down by Jamarcus Joyner.
And a timeout is taken here by the offense.
And here's a message from Chris Collinsworth.
Is it just me, or are Chris Collinsworth's broadcasts becoming a bit X-rated?
Sorry. Back here at the game, Roethlisberger has taken his team to the 30-yard line as we are stuck in freeze frame. And we go back to the game. Try and make some form of magic happen before the time hit 0 in the first half. The Steelers have gone 0-1 before, but when they go 0-1 in the first game, it's usually not pretty. Case in point, an 0-4 start in 2013. Also case in point, 0-1 in 2012 when they lost to Peyton Manning's Broncos. Roethlisberger, motion, fires, and that's incomplete with Hayward Bay was there on the Completion. Now here's a message from Chris Collinsworth.
It takes a young body to be able to contort like that. I mean, there's so much talent in that body. When you're coming in there is a good chance that you're going to be very hard. It just creates openings for the loose ones.
I think Collinsworth and I would get along very well. When Al Michaels retires, look for me to be joining Chris Collinsworth in the booth. So we can talk about how to contort receivers' bodies in ways we find pleasurable. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good.
A little bit of self-promotion for That's Good Broncos. Gradowski is the place kicker. Chris Boswell put it up and through for 3. Steelers have finally hit the board. I mean, they're down by 18. Seems like a tall hill, but remember, the second half is a thing. Austin takes it out, 25, gets down to the 32 approximately. That's where his head's at. See the defensive coordinator negotiating with Tomlin on the sidelines. Mike Tomlin, one of the more notable African-American coaches in the NFL, with a ring to his name against the Cardinals as Goff drops, fires to Quick, incomplete. Pittsburgh so far has allowed 205 total yards, 161 passing yards in today's game here against Los Angeles.
They're still at the original line of scrimmage here.
Second down and 10. Austin drops. Goff looks for man. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They tried their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
40 seconds left. Quite a bit to go. 3rd and 10. Goff, 7 steps. Gurley slams, breaks a tackle, and he does not get there. 4th and 2. Steelers call another timeout. Unclear to see if Rams are going to go for it or they're going to send their punter out. So, I mean, you have a big enough lead. Why risk it this early?
All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And now a punting situation.
That's a smart move there by the Rams special team coach. See what they're going to do here. Hecker puts it up. And Antonio Brown. Let's see what the Diva himself can do. Nothing. His Raider crybaby fan base, nothing. He gave up a good, pretty much a blessing in Pittsburgh because he wanted to be a diva, and he's going to a human trash can in John Gruden's Raiders. I will never understand that. I mean, the Steelers are a good team. The Raiders are the literal equivalent of Lincoln Park losing talent. As we have 10 seconds left here, clock is running. Looks like Pittsburgh will get the ball here. Second half is the first half is ended, and a lot of work for Tomlin in the locker room. A lot of enjoyment for Jeff Fisher in his locker room. As we look at some highlights, Jared Goff connects with his man, and look at him go. Turn on the Jets. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Look at the lights. Jared Goff is going to connect with his man, Kendricks, on this one. And he's going to return into a huge gain and confuse some defenders. Mason is going to take it into the end zone for an LA touchdown. Thanos Ben Roethlisberger is going to snap his Infinity Stones and give it to Le'Veon Bell on this one.
As we ready for half number 2, let's take
As
a
we look at the halftime stats, pretty much everything favors LA right now, 21-3. However, Pittsburgh will get the ball, and I will step away and turn the commentary over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Time for the third quarter. We'll see what halftime adjustments have been made as the kickoff comes here. And the return goes to the 26-yard line that time. And on first down, the big tight end shifting around. Big Ben going deep, and he overshot his man.
He had a receiver open deep, but he just overthrew him. A little too much arm on that throw.
Second and 10. The give is to Bell. So a nice chunk of yardage there before he's taken down the ground.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
Third down and 4 here. Sorry.
Third down and 4. Takes a snap out of the gun. Incomplete. He was draped all over it. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And just a 1-yard gain there.
Well, that'll warm the heart of the special teams coach of the covering team. They got downfield in a hurry and smothered the punt returner.
Getting set on first down. We got formation handoff. The tackle there by Tuitt. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Here's Gurley on the ground and able to pick up some good yardage.
These are not the runs that you worry about early in the game. These are runs that you're establishing now for later in the game, trying to wear a defense down and create holes that you'll exploit later.
Offense faces a third and medium with 6 yards left. And it's thrown incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So the offense unable to convert through the air, and now the special teams unit and the punter takes the field. Punt return down by Brown. Up here, laundry down. Let's see what the penalty's for. And on first down. And they'll run the draw. That stonewalled by the defense there. It's a loss. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Catches the snap out of the gun. And the connection not made. Incomplete pass.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. Shotgun formation. And he brings it in for the catch. And he stepped out there. And the receiver, Charles, he just made the play coming across the field.
Sometimes it's the shorter routes to the ones that are most effective, right into the quarterback's sideline.
So they get the pass completion on 3rd down, short of the marker, and now they'll have to punt it. And this is Austin to try to return it. And on 1st down, they set up the play fake. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. To the right side. Down he goes.
Big time points to the defense. They just swarmed, made the tackle, they get to go back to the huddle feeling awfully good about themselves.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6 from the gun. And it's thrown incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
And they line up for the field goal. And the kicker converts to give 3 points to his team.
Without a doubt, no matter where he kicked that one from, it was going through the post. Plenty of leg strength, plenty of height and distance. I don't care where he put it down, it was going through.
And everyone is lined up for the kickoff. He's going to elect to run this one out. He's tackled down at the 23. The return stops there. And on 1st down. And it's T.J. McDonald with the tackle. couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And on 1st and 10 now. So it's finally brought down, but not before a really good game.
Brandon, it appears that this offense is just trying to get into a groove by establishing their running game. Small gains as they try to accumulate the yardage that they hope will pay off throughout the game.
Second and 5. And he's able to haul it in.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Getting set on 1st down. The snap from the gun. It brings it in for the catch, and a good chunk of yardage is gained on the play.
Before every game, the receivers envision themselves making big plays, catches, long runs. Well, it just happened there. But sometimes when you look at the big board and you slow your feet down, keep running. That's why it was caught.
The third quarter concluded. The final act, the fourth quarter, is coming up. Charles Davis and myself, Brandon Gordon, will be back after this timeout.
Thank you for your fine commentary as always, gentlemen. This Pittsburgh Steelers right now look like the equivalent of the Cincinnati Bengals without Andy Dalton.
A very lopsided game so far.
I don't think anybody pegged the Rams to win here today. By the way, those of you on NBC, you will get coverage of the Sunday Night Football game against the Patriots and Giants. In just a few moments as this game wraps up in its final acts. Those of you watching on CBS, you'll get 60 minutes, followed by your local news, followed by back-to-back episodes of 2.5 Men and The Big Bang Theory. And first down, Pittsburgh. Darius Hayward Bay there on the stop. Pops it to Hayward Bay. Comes in, tries to get past Ogletree, but him and Aaron Donald have pretty much been working in tandem in terms of just getting all over the place.
And the defense coming out this time in the nickel. They'll operate from the gun.
Roethlisberger drops, looks, fires. Incomplete. Wheaton is the intended target.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Looks like they're jumbled all to the left. Brown with the catch. First down, Steelers. Now Antonio Brown's starting to come into form. Even though Pittsburgh spent pretty much 3 quarters today looking more disjointed than a high school football team. AKA my old high school football team. Nice catch by Antonio Brown, though. Nice little one-handed Odell-style grab right there. Smart passes. Roethlisberger in the gun. Fires. Bell gets to the 1. Jamarcus Joyner was there on the stop.
Try to punch it in. Let's say they don't. Now you put the other team in a position where they've got to go maybe 99 yards in order to score.
Le'Veon Bell comes in, gets the catch. It's wrapped up by Jamarcus Joyner. 8-yard gain on the play. I mean, right now, if you're Tomlin, you better be hollering those instructions into Roethlisberger's helmet. Into Roethlisberger, just saying pass, 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 pass. Nix tries to shift. Fullback, touchdown, Steelers.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays. Hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off.
So Steelers are going to be going for the extra point to make this a 2-score game. Kick is good.
And the kicker set. We're just about ready.
As we get ready to kick this one off. I mean, God, this drive has been going since last quarter.
And the run back is halted right around the 28%.
Definitely a smart move here. The Rams' next opponent will be at LA, in LA against the Texans next week. Pretty much the same time, actually, as this one.
How about the defensive linemen? That's where good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack, that allows everyone else to get there and make tackles.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking for us in a bad spot here.
Goff drops back, fires, tries to look, goes for the deep end zone, caught quick. What an amazing catch. And as you look at the completion rates, they aren't the greatest, but I'm really leaning towards the Rams because Goff is looking way better than a 12-year vet. I mean, sure, Roethlisberger's been injured, but yeah. Gurley gets turned, twisted around. And complete. I think now they're just going to grind out runs here, is what I'm thinking. If I'm Gurley, I'm just going to start grinding out runs to just give Pittsburgh less time to try to make a comeback. Goff, Gurley, middle, gain of 4 on play.
And many use the running game like boxers do. Body blow after body blow after body blow. You may not get what you want early, but those add up, and by the 4th quarter, you can break a big one.
Two-minute warning is hitting right now here in LA.
See what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Which, what a good way to give yourself a lot of confidence playing against some tough teams, because 3 of your first 4 opponents are obviously going to be at the Coliseum. But
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down.
you're going against tough defenses in those 3 games. Obviously, Pittsburgh's defense looks like paper, and obviously the Texans and J.J. Watt, guys like J.J. Watt, Kareem Jackson, things like that, and the Denver Broncos come here in Week 4, which AKA is the debut of your blue jerseys.
Pretty simple completion there underneath
Against the Broncos. And you got guys like Von Miller, Brandon Marshall, who will go all over the place to shut anybody down. Minute 55, Steelers just came off a timeout. Ryan Shazier, the leader of this team, this hard defensive unit, making a goal line move. Or trying to anyway. Just, you see the mic looks like right about here is where if I'm Gurley, I would start pointing out the mic. And that front 7 is Gurley tries to get to the end zone. Timmons there on the stop. Ooh, a little bit of shoving here in the end zone. Frustration's boiling over maybe. I know Roethlisberger is probably going to be going on his little radio show that he's got to probably complain about his receivers after this game.
Trying to make it as hard as possible for the offense to score.
The Rams are about to get another touchdown here, most likely. They're pretty much put this game way out of reach at this point. And he's passing it the 1. He's pulling a Russell Wilson. And it works. Touchdown Rams. Finally, we have a team on Madden 17 that, other than the Broncos, that cracks 30 points.
When it's going right, it's going right. They just increase their lead.
Oh. That's where that means. So. Great play. Great players make great plays in big-time games. Keenum, place kicker. He's been doing that a lot today. And the extra point try has been converted. And Kenny Britt right now, today's game, average 5 yards, 2 receptions, 1 touchdown. And if I'm Pittsburgh, I'd start taking shots at people right now. Just start pounding. And Wheaton takes it out to the 21.
That's where this offense will take over. And on first down, snap comes back out of the shotgun formation. Throws right side. That time is stopped by Johnson. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Roethlisberger trying to look, fires it. Brown with the catch. Complete pass, but he stepped out.
Incomplete pass. I'll tell you what, though, good man coverage, which isn't easy these days These wide receivers in the NFL so talented.
Brandon, I remember the days when the defensive backs were considered the best athletes on the field. I'm not so sure that's the case now. These wide receivers, they can do it all. Go over the top, go past you, and out-muscle you.
The tight end changing his position. Shotgun snap. And it's complete. 16-yard gain of the play.
As he's hurrying it up, he's got one timeout. Tomlin already called that second one. Rams really don't need to call a timeout here. They're kind of stupid. As Roethlisberger passes to Wheaton. It's knocked out of bounds.
The score here likely won't make any difference in who wins the game, but there'll be plenty of people watching who want to know how the final score turns out.
I mean, if you look at the score, I mean, they're not even doing anything, so does it really matter, though? If you look at the score, Tomlin's Steelers are going to need to do a lot of work facing a tough team like the Patriots.
And now first down following that long game.
Roethlisberger drops. Bell, screen pass.
He's wrangled down.
Gain 3.
And now they're in the hurry up. And the clock will stop on the spike.
And he's going to spike it.
Still remaining here on third down.
Third down and 8. Roethlisberger tries to smack his butt for some reason. Sends him in motion. Bryant, catch.
And it's T.J. McDonald.
T.J. McDonald. The catch.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. He's going to spike it to stop the clock.
And gain of 6.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it.
Trying to punch it in here.
Takes the snap out of
Getting
the
close to the final minutes. Roethlisberger gets hit as he threw that out of bounds and already pretty much all the way down to San Diego at this point.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Catches the
Roethlisberger drops. Williams caught it. 4th and goal. Time's still running. Close to the end.
Shotgun formation.
Roethlisberger over, and Brown catches for the touchdown. And the score pretty much doesn't mean jack, as they're down so far.
At this stage, they knew that one score wouldn't change things. But now, because they get the ball in the end zone, they can look up and have some hope. There's still an opportunity to come all the way back.
What hope? There's like 20 seconds. Bam. Only comeback they had was blown out because Jared Goff is playing like Kurt Warner right now.
They will line up now to try to turn 6 into 7.
Radowski is a place kicker. I haven't said that a lot today. And the PAT is good. 31-17 Rams. Time is getting close here in LA. Looks like they might be going for the onside. Nope. Maybe. Maybe do we see an onside here?
And we are teed up and ready to go.
I'm going to put it up in the air.
And he's gonna run
Austin
down
takes it
here.
out of the end zone.
Tackle made across the 25 at the 27.
So Goff is pretty much going to kneel it here at this point.
time out here and get together to discuss some things. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
So the Rams come into town, the new town of LA, their new digs. What a way to christen your new digs with a solid win against Pittsburgh. Looking like the days of the greatest show on turf. Am I right? At this point, they're just taking the knee. They're going to run the clock out. So coming up next, right after this game, we will take you over to 60 minutes as somebody just charged the line over there during the victory formation.
And this game comes to an end here today, Parker.
Yeah, we get to shake hands and say goodbye until the next time, as do the teams on the field. They'll just hug it out.
As the time is hit 0. Tough loss for Pittsburgh. Matter of fact, upset loss for Pittsburgh at this point. We'll take you out to 60 minutes tonight on the NBC. If you want more NFL football, you can catch the New England Patriots and the New York Giants Monday Night Football. Beginning at 9 tomorrow, the Monday Night Football opener. We'll have the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. At 9 o'clock Eastern down at Paul Brown Stadium. From Los Angeles, I'm Dylan Murway. Have a great evening, everybody.